Hello and welcome to the spoken tutorial on installing software in Ubuntu Linux 16.04 operating system. In this tutorial, we will learn how to install software in Ubuntu Linux 16.04 operating system via Terminal, Synaptic Package Manager, and Ubuntu Software Center. To record this tutorial, I am using Ubuntu Linux 16.04 operating system. To proceed with this tutorial, you must be connected to the internet. You need to be a system administrator or have a administrator rights to install software. Synaptic Package Manager is a graphical program for APT. It is a GUI for the apt-get command line utility. By default, Synaptic Package Manager will not be pre-installed in Ubuntu Linux 16.04. So, let us learn how to install it via terminal. Open the terminal by pressing Ctrl, Alt and T keys together on your keyboard. Now, in the terminal, type sudo space apt-get space install space synap and press the tab key. This will display list of software that starts with synap. Now complete the word as synaptic and press enter. You will be prompted to enter your administrator password. Enter your admin password. While typing password in the terminal, it will not be visible to us. So type it carefully. Press enter. Now the terminal displays the list of packages to be installed and information about the size of the files to be downloaded and disk space after installation. Press Y to confirm this. Press enter. The installation begins now. Depending upon your internet speed, this may take some time to finish. Now we have successfully installed Synaptic Package Manager. Let us close the terminal. To confirm the installation, go to Home. In the search bar, type Synaptic. We can see the Synaptic Package Manager icon in the search result. Now let us learn how to install software using Synaptic Package Manager. Click on the Synaptic Package Manager icon. An authentication dialog box appears asking for the password. Let us type the admin password and press enter. When we use the Synaptic Package Manager for the first time, an introduction dialog box appears. This dialog box has information on how to use Synaptic Package Manager. Click on the close button to close this dialog box. Let us configure proxy and repository in Synaptic Package Manager. We have to do this before installing an application or package. Go to Settings and click on Preferences. There are several tabs on the Preferences window which appears on the screen. Click on Network to configure the proxy settings. There are two options under the proxy server: direct connection and manual proxy. I will be using direct connection. You may select your preferred option. Click on the OK button at the bottom to close the window. Now again, go to Settings and click on Repositories. Software and Updates window appears on the screen. There are several sources to download Ubuntu software. Click on Download from drop-down menu and hold the mouse button to see the list of repositories. Other shows a list of servers across the globe. To close this window, click on the Cancel button at the bottom. I am using Server for India as shown here. Click on the Close button to close this window. If you are using Synaptic Package Manager for the first time, you need to reload the packages. To do this, click on Reload button on the toolbar. This may take a few seconds. Look here. We see that the packages are being transferred through the internet and are getting updated. I will now install the VLC player as an example. Let us go to the search field, which is present on the toolbar. In the search dialog box, type VLC and then click on the search button. Here we can see all the VLC packages that are listed. To select the VLC package, right-click on the checkbox and select the option Mark for installation from the menu that appears. A dialog box appears showing all the list of repository packages. Click on Mark button to mark all the dependency packages automatically. Go to the toolbar and click on the Apply button. A summary window appears showing the details of the packages to be installed. Click on the Apply button at the bottom to start the installation. The process of installation will take some time. This depends on the number and the size of the packages to be installed. Applying changes window will be closed as soon as the installation gets completed. Close the Synaptic Package Manager window. Now, let us verify whether the VLC player has been successfully installed. Go to the Dash Home. In the search bar, type VLC. We can see the VLC icon in the displayed list. Click on it to open it. Likewise, we can install other applications using Synaptic Package Manager. Next, we will learn how to install software via Ubuntu Software Center. Ubuntu Software Center is an application that allows us to manage software on Ubuntu Linux OS. You can use it to search, download, install, update or uninstall a software. It also gives you information about the software even before you use it. To open Ubuntu Software Center, go to the launcher. Click on the icon Ubuntu Software. The Ubuntu Software Center window appears. At the top, we can see three tabs: All, Installed and Updates. Click on All tab. We can see a search bar at the top. This will help us to search the available software. Now, let us install the software Inkscape. In the search bar, type Inkscape. A short information about Inkscape is displayed. Now, click on the Install button at the right corner. The authentication dialog box appears. Enter your admin password and then click on Authenticate button. The progress bar indicates that Inkscape is being installed. Installation may take a while depending on the number and size of the packages being installed. The progress is also indicated in the Installed tab at the top. Click on it. You can access other applications while any installation is being done. Click on the word Inkscape. This will display the information about Inkscape. Once Inkscape is installed, we can see two buttons, Remove and Launch, next to it. If you want to uninstall the software, simply click on the Remove button. To launch the application, click on the Launch button. Let me click on it. This will launch the Inkscape application. Go back to Ubuntu Software Center. Click on the back arrow at the top left and come back to the main screen. Now, click on the tab Updates. We can see that it says Software is up to date. Click on the refresh icon at the top left. This will check for any new updates. Now we have got an OS updates. Click on it to see the details. Let me close this. If you wish to install this update, click on the Install button. Else, skip this. With this, we come to the end of this tutorial. Hello and welcome to this spoken tutorial on desktop customization in Ubuntu Linux 16.04 operating system. In this tutorial, we will learn about the launcher and how to remove and add applications in the launcher, use multiple desktops, change the theme of the desktop, internet connectivity, sound settings, time and date settings, and switch to other user accounts. For this tutorial, I am using Ubuntu Linux 16.04 operating system. Let's begin with the launcher. Launcher is the default left side panel in the Ubuntu Linux desktop, which has some default applications. The launcher makes it easy to access frequently used applications. So, we can launch a program by clicking on its desktop shortcut on the launcher. By default, the launcher has some applications. Let us learn to customize the launcher based on our requirements. For my regular work, I need applications like Terminal, LibreOffice Writer, gedit, and so on. Let's add these applications to the launcher. Before doing that, I will remove some of the applications which I don't want. Say I wish to remove the Amazon application from the launcher. Go to the Amazon application icon. Then right click and select Unlock from Launcher. You can see that the Amazon application icon has been removed from the launcher. In the same way, we can remove all the shortcuts which we do not use frequently. I have removed some applications from the launcher as you can see here. Now I will add the terminal shortcut to the launcher. Click on Dash Home at the top of the launcher. In the search bar, type Terminal. Click on the terminal icon to open it. You can see the terminal icon on the launcher. To fix the terminal icon on the launcher, first right click on it, then select Lock to Launcher. Another way to fix application shortcuts on the launcher is by dragging and dropping. I will demonstrate this now. Open Dash Home and in the search bar type gedit. Drag the gedit icon onto the launcher. Now drop the gedit icon on the launcher. You can see the gedit shortcut is now added to the launcher. This is how we can add shortcuts on the launcher. The next important feature in Ubuntu Linux OS is multiple workspace or desktop. Sometimes we may be working on multiple applications, and we may find it difficult to switch from one application to another. To make it more convenient, we can use workspace feature. Let's come back to the desktop. In Ubuntu 16.04, multiple workspaces won't appear by default. To enable it, click on the system settings and then on appearance. In the appearance window, click on behavior tab. Here, select enable workspaces option. This will enable the multiple workspaces icon on the launcher. Close this window. On the launcher, locate workspace switcher icon and click on it. It shows 4 quadrants with 4 desktops. By default, the top left desktop is selected. That is the desktop in which we are currently working. Now, let's select the second desktop by double-clicking on it. I will open the terminal here by clicking on the terminal icon in the launcher. Now, click on the workspace switcher again. You can see the terminal on the second workspace and our desktop on the first. In this way, you can work on multiple desktops. Let's come back to the first desktop now. Trash is another important icon on the launcher. Trash contains all the deleted files and folders. In case we delete a file accidentally, we can restore it from trash. To demonstrate this, I will delete hello.txt which is on my desktop. Right click on the file and click on the option Move to Trash. To restore it, just click on the trash icon in the launcher. The trash folder opens. Select the file, right click on it and click on Restore option. Close the trash folder window and come back to the desktop. We can see the file which we deleted earlier is now restored. To delete a file permanently from your system, first select it and then press Shift Delete keys. A dialog box asking, "Are you sure you want to permanently delete hello.txt?" Click on the delete button. Click on the trash icon once again. We cannot find the file in the trash folder as it is permanently deleted from our system. Aren't you bored of seeing the same theme of the desktop? Let's change it. Go to the launcher and select System Settings and then on Appearance. The Appearance window opens up. Here under Themes tab, we have many pre-installed themes. Play with these themes as per your preference. As soon as you click on any one, you can see that changes get applied on the desktop. Click on the tiny X icon to close the window. Now we will see some icons available at the top right corner of the desktop. First one is Internet connectivity. Connection is established if you are connected to any LAN or Wi-Fi network. You can see these over here. You can select the network which you have access to. To enable or disable the network, check or uncheck the Enable Networking option. We can also edit the networks using Edit Connections option. Next icon is that of sound. You can see a slider here. This helps us to increase or decrease the audio level as per our choice. We can further adjust the sound level of our system by clicking on Sound Settings. Explore the settings in this window on your own. Next icon is Time and Date. If we click on this icon, the calendar opens up. We can see the current date, month and year. Arrow buttons allows us to move to other months and years as per our choice. We can edit the date and time by clicking on the time and date settings. Explore this option further on your own. Next, click on the wheel or power icon. Here, we can see some shortcut options along with logout and shutdown options. We can also see all the user accounts available in our system. We can switch to whichever user account we wish to by clicking on that particular user. With this, we come to the end of this tutorial. Let us summarize. In this tutorial, we have learned about the launcher and how to remove and add applications in the launcher, use multiple desktops, changing the desktop theme, internet connectivity, sound settings, time and date settings, and hello and welcome to this spoken tutorial on Ubuntu Linux Desktop 16.04. In this tutorial, we will learn about Ubuntu Linux Desktop on the GNOME environment and some common applications on the Ubuntu desktop. To record this tutorial, I am using Ubuntu Linux 16.04 operating system. The Ubuntu desktop looks like this. You will see the launcher on the left hand side of the screen. How can we hide the launcher? To do so, go to the launcher on the left side. Click on the System Settings icon. In the System Settings window, click on Appearance. In the Appearance window, click on the Behavior tab. Here, switch Auto Hide the launcher to On position. Now, the launcher will be hidden. If the launcher is hidden as shown here, then we can make it visible again. To do so, move the cursor to the extreme left of the screen. The launcher will become visible. Move the cursor away and the launcher will get hidden again. Switch back to the Appearance window and turn Auto Hide the launcher to Off position. Close this window by clicking on this tiny X icon at the top left of the window. Notice there are some icons on the launcher by default. At the top of the launcher, you can see the Dash Home icon. Dash Home is an interface which gives access to all applications in Ubuntu Linux within a screen. To open Dash Home, click on it. Prominently at the top, you will see the search bar field. Now, how do we locate a particular application? Just type in the name of the application you are looking for and you will find it instantly. It's that simple. Let's try to locate the calculator application. So, in the search bar field, type CALC. All the applications that have CALC in their name will be listed. Observe here, both LibreOffice Calc and Calculator are listed. Click on the calculator icon. The calculator application now opens on the screen. Calculator helps perform arithmetic, scientific or financial calculations. Let us try some simple calculation. Type 5 asterisk 8 and click on the equal to sign. Instead of clicking on the equal to sign, you can also press the enter key on the keyboard. The answer is displayed on the calculator. Likewise, we can do all sort of calculations using the calculator application. Now, exit this calculator by clicking on this tiny X icon at the top left of the window. Let's get familiar with some other important applications in Ubuntu Linux OS. For that, we will go back to Dash Home. In the search bar, let's type gedit. Gedit is the default text editor in the Ubuntu Linux OS. The text editor icon appears below. Let's click on it to open it. What you see right now on the screen is the gedit text editor window. Let me type some text here. For example, type Hello World. To save the file, press Ctrl and S keys simultaneously on the keyboard. Alternately, we can click on File and then on Save. Now, a dialog box named Save As opens up. It asks for a file name and the location where the file has to be saved. So, let's type the name as hello.txt. .txt is the default extension of a text file. And for location, let's select Desktop and click on the Save button at the bottom. Let's close this gedit window now by clicking on the tiny X icon at the top left of the window. On the desktop, we can see the file hello.txt. This means our text file was saved successfully. Let me open this file by double-clicking on it. See, our text file has opened with our written text. The internet has a lot of information on gedit text editor. There are some spoken tutorials available on this topic also on this website. Let's close this text editor and look at another application, that is the terminal. So let's go to the dash home once again. Now type the word terminal in the search bar field. Click on the terminal icon that appears below. The terminal window opens on the screen. Please note, the shortcut to open the terminal is Ctrl, Alt and T keys. Terminal is also called the command line. This is because you can command the computer from here. In fact, it is more powerful than GUI. Let me switch back to the terminal window. Now, let's type a simple command to get a feel of the terminal. Type ls and press enter. You can see a list of all the files and folders in the current directory. Here, it is displaying files and folders from the home folder. We will see later in this tutorial what the home folder is. We will not spend any more time with the terminal now. Close the terminal by clicking on the tiny X icon at the top left of the window. Terminal commands are explained well in the Linux spoken tutorial series on this website. Now let's move on to another application, that is Firefox web browser. Once again, open dash home. Type Firefox in the search bar. Click on the Firefox web browser icon. Firefox web browser is used to access the World Wide Web. Now we can see that Firefox browser window is open. Let's go to the spoken tutorial website. For that, click on the address bar or press F6 on the keyboard. Now let's type spoken-tutorial.org and press enter. If you have internet connectivity, then Firefox will connect to the given website. The spoken tutorial homepage opens on the browser. Let's close this as explained earlier and move on to the next application. So let's go to dash home once again and type Office in the search bar. You will see various LibreOffice components like Calc, Impress, Writer and Draw. LibreOffice is the default Office application in Ubuntu Linux OS. Excellent tutorials for all these components are available on the spoken tutorial website. Now let's explore the video option. Type video in the search bar. In the displayed list, we have one application named Videos. Videos is used to play videos and songs. By default, it plays open format video files only. So let me play a sample file from my pen drive. Now I am inserting my pen drive in a USB slot on my machine. The pen drive folder has opened automatically. If it does not open, we can access it from the launcher. Locate the pen drive icon on the launcher. If we click on it, it shows the files and folders available on the pen drive. Now I will select the movie file bigbugbunny.ogv to play. Here is my file. I will double click on it to open. It opens in videos by default. Let's stop playing the movie. Let us now press Ctrl, Windows and D keys to go to the desktop. Now let's see some other important things on this desktop. Notice the folder icon present in the launcher. Let's click on it. The home folder opens. Every user has a unique home folder in Ubuntu Linux. We can say that the home folder is our house, where we can store our files and folders. Unless we permit, others cannot see them. More information on file permissions is available in the Linux spoken tutorial series. Let's switch back. In our home folder, we can see other folders such as desktop, documents, downloads, etc. In Linux, everything is a file. Let's open the desktop folder by double-clicking on it. Here, we can see that the same hello.txt file that we saved from the text editor. So, this folder and the desktop are the same. Let me close this folder now. That's all for this tutorial. Let us summarize. In this tutorial, we learned about the Ubuntu desktop, the launcher, and some of the icons available on it. Few common applications like calculator, text editor, terminal, Firefox web browser, videos, and LibreOffice suite components, and the home folder. The video at the following link summarizes the spoken tutorial project. Please download and watch it. The Spoken Tutorial project team conducts workshops using spoken tutorials and gives certificates on passing online tests. For more details, please write to us. Do you have questions in this spoken tutorial? Please visit this site.